Hi, my dear students. Welcome to English class. I'm so happy to meet you all through this video once again. And today, in this video, we're going to look at Unit 3 Study Material part. Unit 3, Paper 1 and Paper 2 Study Material part. Please open your study material on page 41. Please open your book on page 41. On page 41, you could see that there are few reading comprehension. On page 42 and on page 43 as well. Please, as we have gone through the lessons, in order to test your understanding, please answer them. And this is to test your comprehension skill. So please read the given passage carefully and answer the questions that are down below. Now, let us see to the grammar. On page 43, we have paper 1 grammar. Let us see there. Question 16. Edit the following passage correcting the underlined parts. Over there are few words that are underlined. Let us see and correct them. Our age is a age of competition, and I have underlined a article. But whereas the word which is succeeding it is a word with vowel sound. We know that when a word carries a vowel sound, we're supposed to place an as its vowel. So our age is an age of competition. As the population has increasing in leaps and bounds, and increasing is underlined over here, and according to the structure, subject plus has plus V3. It's in present perfect, but the verb is used in ing form, which is a V4 form of the verb. But whereas it's supposed to be V3. So the B answer is increased. As the population has increased in leaps and bounds, employment changes are meager. Parents are over anxious to see their children well placed on the society. No, it is in the society. They urge his children to put forward all their energies in studies. They urge their children, because we're talking about parents and about their children. So it is not his children, not a particular person's children. So we're talking in general about parents and children. So it should be they urge their children to put forward all their energy in studies. So that's what our editing of the passage answers are. Next, combine the following sentence using where relative pronoun. Let us see. This is a famous engineering college. I joined engineering in it. And if you see the second part of the sentence, I joined engineering in it, it is talking about the engineering college. That means the second sentence is talking about engineering college. So we place the relative pronoun right after the noun that the second sentence is talking about. And our answer would be, this is a famous engineering college where I joined engineering. So that's what your answer is. 18th one. Combine the following sentences using perfect participle. Perfect participle means when they ask perfect participle, we need to take a have form, and participle form of have form is having. So we start the dependent clause with having, and we combine both of these. This comes under the topic non-finite clauses. And the question is, I walked fast, I caught up my father. So the answer would be having walked fast, because they asked us to combine it using a perfect participle. As I mentioned it earlier, perfect participle means have V4 form. So have V4 form is having walked fast, comma, I caught up my father. That's what your 18th answer is. 19th one. Millions of people will visit the museum. And voice, they're asking us to change it into passive voice. So we need to identify which one is the subject and which one is the object. And the verb is visit, and our subject is million of people, and our object is the museum. Let us interchange the places of these. The museum and we write the modal as it is, will, the museum will. And when we use a modal in passive form, the verb should be written with be plus V3. The museum will be visited by millions of people. That's what your passive form is. Next one, change the following exchanges into reported speech. We have a dialogue over here, and let us change the following dialogue into reported speech. Father, is tomorrow a holiday? And if you see over here, a father is asking to his son, and it is an yes or no question. We know that when it is an yes or no question, we use if or whether as a linker. So, our answer will be father asked his son if
the next day
was a holiday. Full stop. And you can see son, yes it is Sunday, and so it is a holiday. And instead of writing S, we can say that son positively replied his father. Son positively replied his father that, because we use that as a linker because it's a statement, assertive sentence. Son positively replied his father that it was Sunday and so it was a holiday. So that's what the answer of your direct, indirect speech is, reported speech is. 21st one. Rewrite the following sentences using in spite of. She is able to sing well. She did not participate in the competition. And over here, in the earlier unit, when we are answering the question with in spite of, I told you, in spite of plus V4 or in spite of plus a noun form of the adjective there. So it could be written in two ways. In spite of being able to sing well, comma, she did not participate in the competition, or else it could be written as in spite of her ability to sing well, she did not participate in competition. 22nd one, combine the following page of sentences using neither nor. And the question is, he will not come here, he will not send a representative. So let us see. He will neither come here nor send a representative. That's how we combine sentences using neither nor. Rewrite the following sentences using so that. And over here it's given as Rakesh is too timid to talk to his headmaster. So this should be written as by using so that as this. Rakesh is so timid that he
will not
talk to his headmaster. So Rajesh is so timid that
will not
talk to his headmaster. Combine the following sentence with if. So let us see what type of if condition it is, and let us combine it by using the word if. You may take my help, you are in need. So it is a zero condition, so there is no necessary changes of tenses would take place in this, but we need to identify which one is a conditional clause and which one is an independent one. So, and the conditional clause is you are in need. Let's write it. If you are in need, comma, you can take my help. That's how we write this by using if. Next one, combine the following sentences using as. The accused was sentenced, the evidence was strong. And they have used as, and as tells us the reason. So let us see which one is a dependent one and which one is an independent one, which one gives the reason. The accused was sentenced as the evidence was strong. Because why he is sentenced? Why? Because the evidence was strong. So the evidence was strong is an adverbial clause of reason. We combine it by using the linker as. Next one, fill in the blanks with suitable prepositions given in the brackets. Call the police dash a theft, and the right prepositional phrase is in case of a theft. The buses are often late, so you can't depend dash them, and the preposition always that follows depend is depend on. Next one, fill in the blanks with suitable verb forms. When he dash his mother, dash breakfast. And we can see this talks about past earlier action and the later action in the past. So the earlier action in the past is mother dash breakfast. So that should be in past perfect tense, and the later action which took place in the past should be in simple past. So your answer will be when he woke up, his mother had already prepared breakfast. So when he woke up, that is in simple past tense, subject plus V2, his mother had already prepared breakfast is in past perfect tense. Second one, we dashed to London after the Queen dash us for tea. And again, there is earlier and later action, and the earlier action in the past is the Queen dash us for tea. Because of her invitation, they have gone to the London. So your answer will be we went to London after the Queen had invited us for tea. Next one. Fill in the blank with suitable article. Mark the omission of the article with X mark. First one. Cricket is known as dash of uncertainties. So earlier in Unit 2, when we read those list of rules that were given to us, where all we have to omit writing an article, we have learned that before the names of the games and sports, we don't use an article. So, first one, omission of article. Cricket is known as a game of uncertainty. Second one, again before the seasons, months, and days, we don't use an article. Spring is one of the 4 temperate seasons. So, the definite article, the, one of the. Next one, 29th question. So far, your cousin didn't get married for the sake of a good job. Now his wish was fulfilled. You feel it is proper time for him to get married. How do you express this idea using it's about time? So we already have discussed that it's about time, subject plus V2. Or it's about time you married. It's about time you married. 30th one, your friend has been wasting her money on expensive clothes. Advise her to be more careful with her money. So we know that when we advise, we're supposed to use the phrases you should or it is better for you. So you should be more careful with your money, or it is better for you to be more careful with your money. So that's how the advice could be made. Change the following sentence into a polite request. Chandra to the postmaster. What is the pin code of Vijayawada? So, a polite request. We use the phrase, could you please? Could you please tell me the pin code of Vijayawada? That's how we made a polite request. Identify the expression. What do the following sentence mean? Put a tick mark against the right answer. If I had your dog in my garden again, I will report to the police. So over here, making a statement, giving a warning, expressing surprise, making a suggestion. So over here, the sentence conveys the mood of a warning. So giving a warning. Wasn't it very kind of you? And if you see over here, the options are ordering, thanking, inviting, hesitating. So it is thanking. So in a way, the person is saying that it's very kind of you. So it is thanking. And on page 44 and 45, there are questions on the creative writing. So please take time and practice the creative writing. In the earlier videos, we have discussed the format of each and every creative writing. So please spend time and write each and every question that was asked here. And on page 45, you have some underlined parts over there, and you have to frame WH questions for these underlined parts. So for an example, the first one, the underlined part is husband. That means the question which you're going to frame, the husband should be answered for your question. So the first question could be framed as, who burst out laughing? So the answer is husband. The husband burst out laughing. So this is how we frame a WH question. So please work on the other 4 underlined words and please frame WH question so that these underlined words would be your answers. And then on page 45, we have the paper 2. Study the following tree diagram carefully. So please study the tree diagram carefully and answer the questions that follow. This is to test your comprehension skill. And then on page 46, we have an unseen passage. Read it. It's an easy passage to comprehend. So read it and answer the questions that follow. And on page 47, we have read the following passage carefully. And we have to arrange these sentences in a sequential and meaningful order. So please read the story and understand the sequence of the story and arrange this following sentence in a sequential order. On page 47, vocabulary. And before you listen to the answers, you could all answer these sessions on your own because you have heard the lessons and each and every sentence is made clear to you as it was explained. So please try to answer them and then refer the video if you don't know the answer of any particular question or if any particular question is confusing. So please avoid just copying down the answers, but please try to work on your own and then confirm your answers with the help of this video. 16th, read the paragraph and write the synonyms of the underlined words, choosing from the word given in the box. And the words that are given in the box are traditions, fixed, guilt, reason, firstly, utter. Let us see. In any case, while coming home, we do not carry bedding. Besides, I had come home this time around for a special purpose, to get married. And the word purpose is underlined and the synonym to purpose is reason. This time round for a special reason, to get married. My parents had arranged my marriage. So if you see over here, arranged is underlined and the synonym for arranged is fixed. My parents had fixed my marriage according to the customs. And the word customs synonym is traditions, according to the traditions of our tribal society. Time flew and 5 months into my marriage, I realized it initially. Initially, the synonym of initially is firstly. I thought of extending my leave, even taking unpaid leave. But after some dilly-dallying, I finally decided against it because marriage had increased my responsibilities and I had got into debt. So these are your answers. Read the paragraph and match the words under A with their antonym under B. However, I finally did decide to go. I did not have much, and much is underlined, so let's find its antonym. To carry by way of luggage, just a trunk. Ours is a hilly terrain without any motorable roads, and there is no certainty that we are ever going to have any roads. In any case, while coming home, we do not carry bedding. Besides, I had come home this time round for a special purpose, to get married. So let us see antonyms of these particular words. Much, and the antonym of much is less. The hilly, and the hilly antonym is plain. Certainty, antonym is uncertainty. Special antonym is ordinary. Next one, fill in the blanks with the right form of the words given in bracket. Let's see. Having walked fast, I was tired. Moreover, I had to cross 2 hills on the way up to the spot. I quickly sat on a rock. Quickly. My father laughed at my plight. Father. So this little distance has tired you? And distance. Rest for a while, but we have to be in time for the bus. Time. Next, 19th one. Complete the following words with the vowel cluster. And the vowel clusters are given over there. We were walking up a narrow hilly road and neither EI of us uttered a word, as if we were strangers who spoke different languages. GAU, GSAU. Complete the words with correct suffixes given in brackets. Time flew and 5 months into my marriage. Is it EGE or AGE? AGE. I realized it initially, LLY. I thought of extending my leave, even taking unpaid leave. So, 20th one is done. 21st one. Find the wrongly spelled words and write the correct spellings. And the wrongly spelled word over here is certainty. And certainty, I should be omitted out. CERTANTY. So, certainty is a wrongly spelled word here. Read the following dictionary entry of the word relegate given below. Let's see what this word is: relegate, and then verb, somebody, something, to give somebody a lower or less important position. Relegate means or rank, etc. than before. She was then relegated to the role of assistant. He relegated the incident to the back of his mind. And now let us see. Now answer the following questions using the information above. What is the part of speech of the word relegate? It is clearly mentioned over there. It is a verb. So please write it. The part of speech of the word relegate is verb. Write the antonym of the word relegate. And they're asking us to write the opposite or the antonym of this particular word relegate. And the antonym of this word is not given in the dictionary entry, but usually the antonym would be found in the dictionary entry itself. But by understanding the meaning of this particular word, we could say relegate antonym is upgrade or promote. Next, 23rd one. Arrange the following words under correct headings. And the words are clear sighted, new laid, in addition to, in front of, half sunk, in spite of, 5-star, in place of. And the headings are compound adjectives, compound prepositions. So it is very easy to separate these two. And as we discussed in the textual grammar of Unit 2, I told you, compound adjectives are always combined with the help of a hyphen. So what all words that have a hyphen and joined with the help of an hyphen, they are compound adjectives. So your compound adjectives are clear sighted, new laid, half sunk, 5-star. And compound prepositions, in addition to, in front of, in spite of, in place of. Next one. Use the phrasal verbs in sentence of your own. First one is leave behind. Meaning is to leave something as a token of gift. And the one sentence that we could write is leave behind a clean world for future generations. Once again, leave behind a clean world for future generations. Next one is see off. Meaning to accompany someone to a point of departure. Last Sunday, and the one sentence. Last Sunday, I went to the railway station to see off my father. Next one is catch up. The meaning of this phrasal verb is succeed in reaching a person who is ahead of one. He stopped and waited for Lily to catch up. That's your own sentence. And then match the following one word substitutes with their meaning. Part A, Part B. Polyglot. Polyglot means a person who knows many languages. D. Second one, intellectual. Intellectual means a person of good understanding, knowledge, and reasoning power. C. Third one, incorrigible. A person or thing that cannot be corrected. B. Versatile. F. One who possesses many talents. Fifth one, verbose, using more words than needed. These are the answers of your matching. Creative expression. On page 49, you have a creative expression, and you need to write a report and also a letter congratulating. And then you have on page 27, you have a biographical sketch, and then you need to use the following in hints and construct a story. And later, study the pie diagram and please write a report or write a paragraph describing the information given in the diagram above. Please analyze the diagram and write in paragraph. So these are the answers of your paper 1 and paper 2 of unit 3. I hope you understood them, and please complete your workbook. And as I mentioned you earlier, please answer the comprehension passages and practice all the creative writing questions that are given in the study material. So stay safe and happy learning.